Have you ever stared into the abyss of your soul? Have you ever held a pen and looked into an empty piece of paper? Have you ever tried to conjure words from your minds, but only to find nothing worth saying? If so, this might be the video for you. Welcome to another episode of Songcraft, and today we'll talk about how to find your emotional truth in songwriting. The three main ways I'll talk about today is number 1, using object writing. Number 2, pretending that you are chatting with your best friend. And number 3, pretend the song has already been written and you're just a conduit to its performance. So let's start with the first way that we can find our own emotional truth. I first encountered the exercise of objective writing or object writing from the book Write Better Lyrics by Pat Patterson. So the idea is simple. You choose a random word. For example, you can choose a daily object. I'm staring into a camera now. So camera can be my chosen word. So after you have chosen the word, you set yourself 5 to 10 minutes. I prefer 5 minutes. And then you focus on all your senses. That is your sight, your hearing, your touch, the smell, and the kinetic feeling that you feel inside you. For example, if you're on a roller coaster, you have that kind of kinetic feeling inside of you. And after focusing on these 5 senses, you sit down and describe what you feel when you hear the words and when you experience the word. So for camera, I can describe the shape of a camera. I can describe the nervousness and the heart beating feeling in my chest, and I can describe the smell of this room. And the point of this exercise is to release the unconscious associations in your head that might have been repressed otherwise. And through these object writing exercise, you can release some kind of associations you wouldn't make otherwise. And that is a very cool tool to unleash your unconscious mind and to find the emotional truth that you have been searching for. And from a daily object writing exercise, you can find more and more ideas buried within you. So the second way of unleashing your emotional truth in writing and songwriting is to pretend you're chatting to your best friend. So please sit down and just close your eyes and just picture a best friend from your past, or maybe your best friend now, or some childhood best friend, or a mentor, or someone you'd share everything with, and just imagining you're having a heart-to-heart with that person. And you can say whatever you want, however you want, and you're just offloading the burden in your heart. What would you say to that person? First, describe what leads you to that situation, and then just tell them as directly as you can how you feel. And that is a really good way to be honest with yourself through an imaginary conversation to find your emotional truth when writing a song or writing in general. The third and final way I'll talk about today in exploring your own emotional truth is to pretend it is a song already, or it is a piece of writing already. You can strum your chords and maybe put the voice recorder on, or film yourself, or just write as if you're reciting from something, but is that something, that creative work hasn't existed before. You're just pretending that it existed already. And you're letting your mind roam free of how it would be like if that creative work already exists. I got this idea from a John Mayer interview where he says, the act of writing a song is the most arrogant act in existence, because you're just playing a song that hasn't been finished as if it has already existed for ages. And that is one of the hacks that he used to finish a song that when he's stuck. And oftentimes in these situations of pretending an unfinished song as a finished product, your unconscious mind just unleash some kind of unexpected lyrics or unexpected melody that makes you feel like, oh, so this is what the song is about. So again, this is a technique to access your unconscious mind and to find the emotional truth within. In summary, the 3 ways you can find your own emotional truth in songwriting is: number 1, object writing. That is, writing down a stream of consciousness paragraph using your senses and your unconscious association. The second way is to have an imaginary conversation with your best friend. And through that conversation, you tell your best friend what has been on your mind and your deepest concerns and what you have been feeling lately. And number 3 is to pretend the song already exists. And that way, you can trick yourself into discovering what the song is really about, that you have known all along, but just haven't been able to articulate yet. I hope this video has helped you, and before we end today's Songcraft episode, I'd like to share an experience that I've written a song with my band, and this all started with a riff, and the story behind the song, I don't even know what it's about, but I've been imagining like a conversation with my best friend, and this is then telling the person about a romantic misadventure I've had lately, and that hasn't escaped my mind for a year. So that is, I really liked someone, and then that person just gone off with someone else, typical like sad love story, and I told the story in as much detail as possible in my mind, and here's how the song sounds like.
I got high expectations for the scenes of adulthood, but we lost our destinations and became shadows of ourselves. I got high expectations from the day our gazes met, but the skyline's designation snatched your clouds away from mine. Lost my high expectations in the noises moonlights make. Do you ever feel temptation to start believing in fate? You change your last name, you change your profile picture, but I still got my childish games that I play with myself. I hope you don't think of me like I think of you. The way it hurts is more than anything I have known. So glad that you are happy in your newfound life after you stole my high expectations, then you burn it all away. Sleep with all the ashes, or dreaming that you stayed.
So I think that's it for today. If you've enjoyed today's episode of Songcraft, please like and subscribe. I'm now a YouTuber. And yep, I'll see you next time. And stay tuned if you want to hear more about the creative process, songwriting, guitars, and guitar gear. These are all the things that I want to explore on this channel. So thanks for support, and I'll see you next time. I'm Alvin, the lead singer and guitarist of the band The Audience with a T. I'll see you next time. Bye.